Welcome back, CrossFit Inconceivable. I hope you're well warm from today's general warm-up video. This is actually the first video going over the movements for today's workout. There was no warm-up included in this particular series because we are just including a general warm-up video right now. So you are correct in that this is the first video of the 3 parts for this one. So today's workout, you know it was coming. We haven't had quite a lot of burpees in a while. It is a 12-minute AMRAP of the following movements, and you can do any combination of whatever you want to do here. So depending on the equipment that you have, if you have a kettlebell, dumbbell, slam ball, or just your own body weight, you can mix and match however many reps you want of any of these kind of burpees. And hopefully, because these burpees have a little bit of an addition to them, you're doing something extra such as a lunge, a kettlebell swing after a deadlift, that hopefully it kind of breaks up the burpee movement just a little bit, so it's not just a continuous 12 minutes of burpees, okay? So hopefully it makes it a little bit interesting. So 12 minutes to do any combo that you wish of the following. Burpee deadlifts. With the burpee deadlifts, you can use a dumbbell, a kettlebell, a barbell, burpee reverse lunge, and that's just with your own body weight. And I'll go over the how to count that. It's just one time you step back into the lunge is 1 rep, and then you go into the next burpee. Burpee kettlebell swings, just going to eye level today. Burpee jumping jack, burpee slam ball over the shoulder, and burpee facing hop over a barbell or dumbbell. So if you have an object, you can choose to hop over that. So we're basically just tacking on a little bit more than just the standard hop and extension. You do have to do a little bit more work. So let's go ahead and talk about each of these different ones, and this is kind of the general basis of the burpee. So I don't know about you, but if I do a whole bunch of burpees and I get super fatigued, super tired, I end up doing more of a knee push-up rather than doing them very strict. So what I'll do is I'll either step back or I'll jump both feet back. I'll kind of aim my hands towards the ground, having them already there so that by the time I lift my feet, my hands are already planted and I'm already starting to lower myself down to the floor. Now what I sometimes do is I'll keep my hips piped slightly up. So instead of letting my hips sag to the ground, I'll keep them slightly hinged upwards so that when I go into that knee push-up, I'm not just letting my whole body collapse to the ground. I'm actually keeping my abs slightly engaged, hips upwards, so that I can go into that knee push-up for the burpee. So let's just go over a couple variations here. Burpee deadlift. So I'm going to be doing a burpee deadlift today with just 1 dumbbell. You can also do it with a kettlebell, or if you have a barbell. Having a dumbbell or 2 dumbbells next to you is going to make it a lot easier. If you have 2 hands on the dumbbells, you can go into that burpee and then come right up into the deadlift. I'm going to go 1 dumbbell. So I'm going to straddle my feet around the dumbbell, pick it up with 1 hand, and then do my burpee to the side or slightly behind the dumbbell, pick it up. If you have 2 dumbbells, you can have both hands on them. As you go into the burpee, bring your feet up and then have your hand already there so you can pick it up, stand with your deadlift, and go into the next one. Next we got burpee kettlebell swing. So if you have that kettlebell, you're gonna do your burpee and then say this is the handle. I don't have a kettlebell, but you would pick it up and then just go into your eye level swing. Usually that will give you a little bit more time than the deadlift will, just kind of going into that swing. So if you like to space it out just a little bit more, having to swing instead of the deadlift is a way to do that. Next we've got burpee reverse lunge. So this is one of the body weight variations that we have. You're gonna go into your burpee, and then when you stand, you're gonna take 1 leg back, reverse lunge, and that's a rep. Burpee, stand, reverse lunge. Burpee, stand, reverse lunge. So you can kind of feel out how that is. Obviously you want to alternate each leg as you're going into that reverse lunge so that you're not just doing the same leg every single time. I know we like to favor a certain leg, So make sure that you're alternating, and that would be a good one to get probably, you know, 10 reps at a time, 5 and 5 on each leg is a certain number, or just keep doing them continuously. Burpee jumping jack is another body weight option we have. So going into a burpee, standing up, jumping jack, a little bit of the quicker of all the movements, but it just requires just a little extra hop. So rather than just the single hop, you're kind of having to do the double hop of the jumping jack. Burpee slam ball over the shoulder. So if you have a slam ball and you have some space around or behind you, you're gonna do your burpee to the floor, either next to it. I suggest doing it next to the slam ball. You're gonna stand up, bring that slam ball, so you're gonna make sure you're setting up your back flat, hips are back, extend the hips, and then bring that slam ball over the shoulder, drop it behind you, and then go into your next burpee. You may have to like turn around, and then go into the next one. So this is only just a 10-pound ball. If you're outside or outdoors, then you can probably let something heavier slam down. You can also just bring the slam ball to the shoulder and then back down. Burpee, shoulder. You don't have to worry about going fully overhead. That's quite a lot unless you have a very light slam ball and you want to do that. Lastly, we got burpee facing hop over an object, over a barbell, or over something else. So if you got your object, you're going to be facing it. So instead of laterally, you're going to face your object, do your burpee, hop forward, turn around. Obviously, something that requires a little bit more space. If you don't have a lot of space, go ahead and just do them laterally over the object. Okay, so that goes over all the different movements. So it's a great time to accumulate your burpees if you're doing the burpee challenge in various different ways that hopefully kind of breaks it up a little bit. I know we're going to be doing a lot of chest pressing throughout this workout, so hopefully your shoulders are feeling a little bit more repaired after Monday's Murph. So we'll see you in the next video where we go over the 12 and the AMRAP.